I really just think I'm giving up on music because I've been doing music since I was 16 years old. I'm 33, and it's just like, it's not fun for me anymore because I used to want to do it for a passion, but when I was younger, the only reason why I became inspired with music is because when I was in high school, we used to have days where the class would write poems and stuff like that. And we had to go up in front of the class and recite our poem. So I made up a poem to the class, and then this girl was like, "You wrote that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote it." Then she was like, "Oh, that was sweet." So that's the reason that made me want to rap, because I used to play basketball. And it's just, I started realizing about my music because you know how they say you too old or you too young to be a rapper? I'm starting to believe that because every time I put something out, it just never get no attention. And I learned a lot of lessons trying to do music because I got a couple good opportunities. I got paid for my first show, but that was like, what, 10 years ago? And it's just like, it's not fun because I'm doing all this. I'm putting the time in. I'm trying to build content. And it's like, I didn't have nobody to invest in me and stuff like that. I know y'all gonna be like, I sound like I'm bitter and I'm making excuses. And I ain't had nobody to invest in me. I didn't. I wanted somebody to invest in me, but a lot of people in the music game, this is for my young artists too, it's like, y'all don't know how the game go. So it's gonna stress you out because when I was younger, when I was like 17, 18, I always wanted to be signed, you know? I always wanted a record deal or whatever. And it used to stress me out when I was even younger. But knowing that the things that I know now, I would say I wasn't ready. And if I would have signed back when I was 18, 19, like you guys want to do, they probably would have just took advantage of you. They probably would have gave you a bad contract and you didn't know nothing about it. You would have signed it, signed your life away. So I kind of thank the Lord that I didn't get signed when I was younger. That's a real thing to say. I had to thank the Lord because if I would have got signed at 18 or 19, I would have been a slave to that contract. So that's here nor there. So the reason why I'm just giving up because I don't know. I don't think I can make it as a 33-year-old rapper. I don't know. But I do be hearing some stories though about rappers getting signed when they 35 and stuff like that. Maybe it could happen to me, maybe it may not. I don't know. Because it's just like I keep putting out project after project. And I'm putting out good music just for it to get trolled. You know what I'm saying? It's like I put my stuff out on the internet and here come a hater. You see what I'm saying? And it always discourages me because this hater don't know what I've been through. This hater don't know my story. And I just be letting it get me down sometimes because I put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So I'm really self-made. I pay everything out of my pocket, you know? But it's like all the stuff I had to go through and pay out of pocket and still learn. It's just not about making songs. It's much more to this. And I didn't know that when I was younger. That's the lesson I had to learn. Because you think all you gotta do is just make a song. No. You gotta pick a beat, pick the right marketing strategy, go to the studio, pay for your song. Or you might have to buy your in-house studio because some people just can't afford to go to the studio. And that's a lot of things that I felt with back in the day. I didn't have the money to go to a studio. So I was just lazy when it came to that matter because I couldn't find the money. And I thought I loved it like I did, but I really must don't because I'm almost at 10 projects. And it's like I've been promoting the same song for 3-4 years. It's called Skip, I Be Snappin'. I probably been promoting it longer than that. It's just like I'm trying everything on my will, and it's just happening too slow. I be thinking, am I wasting my time? Am I a failure? Yeah, because it's like I really work hard for what I do. And it's just some lessons that I learned by doing music for the youth to know. Because if you young and you doing music, what I want to tell y'all is that don't worry about getting signed so early. Start educating yourself on how the music game works, because at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna stress yourself out because you're trying to chase a record deal and you just don't know how it go. And if you don't know how it go, this is what I'm gonna tell you. The lessons I learned and the experiences that I had. I didn't know how it went when I was younger, so that's why I became more and more depressed. I was at depressed stages when I was younger because I was so stuck up on getting a record deal, because that's the tradition that I was taught. It was the American way. When you're an artist, you feel like once you do that, your life is set. But it's the things that they don't tell you about after you sign the deal. It's like you can sign your life away. It's like you may sign for $1 million. That $1 million really ain't no money because it gotta be split all these different ways. You gotta pay your manager. Then they're gonna charge you for room and board. They're gonna charge you for tour. They're gonna charge you for studio time. So they really getting down on you. Then it's like, if you don't know the game and you don't got your own leverage, they can own all your masters and stuff like that. It's like I started figuring that out when I got older. So that's where I started learning, because at the end of the day, and then if you want to be an artist, what you got to do, the lessons that I learned is that even when nobody notices you, you still got to do music. You still got to put in work. That's for anything you do in life. So that's why I went wrong at, because I procrastinated. Because it just didn't seem to work. It's like after all that, it's just like after all the blood, sweat, and tears, it's like I be feeling like maybe I'm just not the lucky one. Maybe it's just not meant for me. Because all the time and work that I put in, it's just not happening. But I can't lie, I do take accountability for it not happening, because I feel like I waited too late because I didn't know what I needed to do to start a music career. So that's what I'm telling you guys now. That's what you need to do. You gotta just lock in and keep recording songs and do videos. And then every time it was time for me to shoot a video, I used to make excuses. Like, man, I don't wanna do that. I ain't about to shoot no video. I ain't got to write this, I ain't got to write that. You ain't gonna never have to write nothing. So you need to start. So if you feeling that way, that's a message to you. Because I've been through it all. And then it's like I've been doing music. I done probably spent over $10,000 on promoting music. You know how much I got back in return? Probably not even $500. And it's just like, I'm trying to figure out the right marketing strategies to do, and I just can't find it. And then people be saying like, I'm too old. So it's like, at the end of the day, I be starting to feel like I am too old, you know? I don't know. Do y'all think I'm too old? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think I should just give it up? But all the rappers that's popping now, they older than me. J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, they almost 40. Cause I don't see no young rappers popping like how I used to. They popping, but they not like Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. They got the spot. They've been having their spot solidified for years. So it's like, when I look at their success, I be feeling like I got a chance sometimes. And then every time I just don't blow up the next day, I be feeling like, well, maybe I don't got a chance. I be wishy-washy. So, and I used to want to sign to a record label. As I started learning more about the business, I started seeing like a lot of artists, they not happy signing that record deal. They feel like something went wrong after they signed that deal. It's like they not the same no more. So it's like, is this really what I want? At the end of the day, then a lot of rappers just getting locked up, going to jail, and stuff like that. Then I used to always say to myself, if I become a famous rapper, I won't indulge in no street life. What's the point? Because you did a lot to get out of where you came from. So you want to get a record deal and still live like a gangster? That's the craziest thing I ever heard. So for the youth, I want y'all to learn that. So y'all can rap like that in y'all records. Y'all can do it for entertainment. Don't live your life like that for real, because at the end of the day, that'll be pointless, because I never got the philosophy of that. If you rap and you want to be a gangster, what you rapping for? If you too street, I won't be focusing on making no raps. I'll be in the streets. What am I making a rap song for? If I'm a gangster. You gotta pick one or the other. You can't do both. And that's the lesson you gonna learn. I don't want y'all to learn that the hard way. Y'all supposed to be young businessmen. That's what y'all need to focus on. Focus on more business and less drama. And that's how you're gonna be successful. Look at Lil Tecca. I'm proud of him, and I don't even know him. But that's the perfect example of the rapper you want to be like, is Lil Tecca. You know, he's successful, making money. That's what it's all about, right? To make a better life for yourself. Or you just got something to prove. So, and I'm done feeling like I got something to prove and stuff like that. That's the next step. I'm older now, so it ain't about that no more. It's just about the art. And I just feel like my art is just being taken advantage of, because ain't nobody listening to it. None of that. Like, I done put out a conscious album called Skip Any Means. I done put out an album called Skip Cruise Music. Just look me up on all streaming platforms. It's like, I'm not getting the recognition I deserve. And you know me, it's like, I be feeling like giving up. Because I think I am just gonna give up, because it's not working out for me. And then it's like, I done worked so much for this, and don't nobody know my story. I put it out there, and here come a troller. He ain't been in my shoes not one day in my life, and he gonna hate on my music. You know how that makes me feel? It makes me feel sad, because he don't know nothing about my story. See, I like rappers because of their story. He don't know nothing about my story, and he critiquing it. He saying my junk trash because he don't know me. And a lot of people say my junk good too, but it's them trollers that get to me. So that's why I feel like I'm just giving up on it, because I gave what I can give. And it's just like, it seems like the more and more you work for that and you chase that, it just seemed not to happen. You get more and more discouraged, because what I should have did when I was younger doing the music, I should have just focused on how to generate other revenue to go to the studio or make songs. And that's what I want to tell the youth. If y'all want to do music, just figure out ways to generate revenue so you can go to the studio. And you might have to be independent. You ain't got to sign to a record label right away. So that's what I'm telling y'all. You ain't gotta sign right away. The more and more as time goes on, I'm figuring out a lot of these artists are getting played. So it's like, and I'm learning, like, now I'm to the point where it's like I'm in a mixture between both. Like, I just want to give up, or should I keep going? Or should I really focus on becoming a mainstream artist because I feel like I'm not good enough? Or maybe I need to stop feeling like that because maybe I am good enough, you know? Because every time I feel like I'm about to quit, something crazy will happen. And that's what keeps me going. But in reality, I think I'm gonna just lose this battle and just quit one day, soon. So let me know if I should quit. Do I still got a chance, or I'm too old? You feel me? Or I'm looking at it wrong. Do I need to change my mindset? Because I thought I wanted the record deal, but now I look at life like, or maybe I ain't gotta be famous. Maybe I just can have a fan base. And then my fan base know who I am, and I'm just independent. And I'm making a lot of money independent. Or will my ego let me not be happy with that and want to become mainstream, and I want everybody to know me? And then it's like, I'm lost once I become famous. Because a lot of people that become famous, they get lost. They get lost in the money. They sell their soul and stuff like that. They can't even look in the mirror no more because they're not the same person when they was trying to come up. And I'm not saying they sold like they done something weird, because I don't know, because I'm not in the industry. But I'm saying they sold like they lost purpose of who they are. They do everything for money now, everything for clout. And in reality, I don't want to do everything for money and clout. I want to do something to add value to someone's life. And this video is going to add value to the youth about y'all life. If y'all want to get into the rap game, I want y'all to work hard. But always be careful of the contracts y'all signing. Have a music lawyer look at it. If it ain't adding up, it ain't adding up. If you want to do business, or if they tell you don't nobody know you for us to pay you that, well, go get your name out. Go find a way. Go find a way to market yourself. Once you start learning how to get your views up, they'll come find you. And that's the stuff I didn't know. I used to always want to go approach them. But once you approach them, they got more leverage now because you came to them. But if you make a noise on your own, you figuring it out anyway. So don't ever feel like you too good for income or you too good to work for a job, because I was just like you too. I used to frown upon a job, you know. I didn't want to work for nobody. I wanted to go into my own business. I still do. But I felt like I was too good for a job. So I was just wasting time, procrastinating, not trying to figure it out, and telling myself I wanted to be an artist. So I wasn't putting in work. And I don't want y'all to do that, because that's a lesson. I want y'all to stay disciplined. That's something I didn't have. So with that being said, your life can change. You just gotta put the time in. So all that stuff that you think you missing, that's another lesson. All that stuff that you think you missing, you're really not missing nothing. It's still gonna be here. And it's just like whatever you wanna do in life. And it's just like it's not fun for me no more. So that's why I'm thinking about just quitting. It's been a long, hard 20 years. And it's like people don't understand what goes into putting time into music. It ain't just about making a song. You gotta put everything else together. But when you your own one-man army, it gets stressful, because I didn't have no investors. All that stuff I just told you I spent, that was coming out of my pocket. And it's like, am I really doing it for nothing? So Sometimes I feel like that I be doing it for nothing. Cause I'm almost on my 10th project and I'm everywhere. I'm on Apple Music. You can look up Skip, S-K-I-P, Cruise Music, Any Means. I be snapping. Spotify, I'm everywhere. Skip the Man on YouTube, S-K-I-P-D-A-M-A-N. But that's why I feel like that. Cause it don't make me happy no more. It's like, the more and more I do music, it stresses me out. It used to make me happy. It stresses me out now. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm not sure. Because back then, it used to take me like a day to do a song. I be doing the same song for a month now. It's like I be feeling like I can't get it right. It's like my heart is not in it no more. So, and I gotta figure out a way to get my heart back in it because right now, I'm just giving up on it. And I just come to y'all to express my feelings to y'all and share my wisdom because I didn't have nobody to teach me this. So these are the lessons that I learned. So that step was to always be careful what you signing. That's the first lesson. Number 2, don't be so eager to sign a deal because you don't know nothing about the game. That's another step. Number 3, just focus on getting better instead of just chasing a record deal. And number 4, be willing to put in the work. Some of us is not willing to put in the work because when I was younger, once you realize how much work it takes to put in to this game, it's gonna stress you out. So that's why I feel like giving up. It's like I put in so much work just for somebody to troll me. Like, why? But I'm wondering if I'm just overthinking it right now or if I'm in my feelings and I shouldn't listen to that person, or should I just keep going? Because at the end of the day, my life's supposed to be different right now. Or maybe I shouldn't listen to him because that person's not in my shoes. He didn't do half the things I did, or she. So how can I let them critique me? But I don't know. I'm just not seeing the progress I want. So that's why I feel like that, because I don't know what to do. And I'm just expressing my feelings to you guys in the code. And I just want to get it right. I want something more out of life, and maybe I might become a Twitch person. Maybe I might become a YouTuber. I don't know. I'm just undecided right now because I need to find my purpose. And that's why I feel like I've given up on it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. You think I'm too old to rap? Or you think I should give up for real? Or you think I shouldn't give up? Because I'm not seeing no progress like how I want. And that's my take on the situation, because life is life right now. And I'm human. I have tears. I have feelings just like you. And my feelings is hurt right now. So let me know what y'all think. See y'all on the next one.